Hey y'all, Tracery here with Picture Me Living, and I am back. It's been almost 2 months since I gave y'all some content, and you know what? I just need a little break, and I was gonna do like a season 3 situation. I think I'm gonna wait till next year. So I changed the seasons when I changed the picture on the Apple Podcast, whatever. But I'm gonna wait till next year to do that. We're just going to get right back into some conversation. I think that I needed a break for a myriad of reasons. Just a small break, un poquito. It was only like 2 months, you guys, but scheduling conflictions and the same conversation being shared over and over again. Like I told y'all before, that kind of gets to me because I really handcraft different conversations, but I still try to infuse our lifestyle because we're all living the same life. We remix it, we make it our own, but we're all living the same life. We're all tired of working so hard. Inflation is kicking everybody's ass, and we need these conversations to escape and a subtle reminder that we're all living the same life. We all remix it, whatever. We got different jobs, different situations, different religions, but we are all literally doing the same thing every day. And hopefully y'all come here and get a little escape from that. I got to make this quick though, because if you know me, you know I'm late for something. I'm supposed to be at brunch. I got to change my clothes. So we going to make this real quick because I got a lot to talk to y'all about. And I'm super excited to get back started with making weekly episodes. So let's go ahead and ask the question of, and I need y'all feedback for this. Do you prefer a friend that is consistently late, but shows up every single time? Or do you prefer someone that constantly flakes? I asked this a lot on my Instagram story. I asked this a lot. Like the last 10 years, I've probably been asking this ever since Instagram allowed us to ask questions in our stories. I have been asking this question because it is very thought-provoking in your own world, right? Because which one are you? Are you the flaker or are you the consistently late person, right? And I get on people's nerves for being late. But when I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Even if I got to bring my kid. Now, mind you, he's a young man now, so I don't have that. But when he was a small boy, like y'all would see him with me. Because if I say I'm going to go somewhere, even if I don't find a babysitter, like I'm a very dependable friend. I'm a very dependable person. Every time I ask this question on Instagram, it is 50-50. And when I tell you the people that want to deal with the flakers are so, how do I say this the nice way? They're so grumpy about the late people. Y'all be so pressed about people that's late that you will prefer someone that is not dependable. You will prefer someone that you cannot depend on because you are so upset that people are late. And I'm not going to try to change your mind about that because Tracery's still going to be late. I'm going to take my time. I'm not inducing anxiety for anyone. I'm also not turning into a person that you can't depend on. I'm not doing it. What I will do is cut things out to not be late. So, for instance, I don't get my lashes done anymore. They turned me around one time. That's all it took. You know what? Because what you could have offered me was a smaller service. Instead, you turned me around because I was late. Now you lost the customer. I'll cut something out real quick. If being late is a problem, I just won't go. Life update. I want y'all to answer that question for real because being late bothers the fuck out of people. And now I know to preface that. Like I told my homegirl, like, hey, I'm about to record a podcast. I'm going to get there when I get there. If we can't push the time back, I'm going to be late. But I'm not going to break my neck to make your event. So I do communicate that a little bit better, you guys. Life update. I have a senior in high school. I am now the childless auntie. I've probably been that person for a couple of years now since my son has been self-sufficient. But now that he's like driving around and shit, it's like, wow, like I really am the childless auntie. I really am, I'm I've been doing this. I'll show up to your kid birthday party and slide them $20. I'm not stopping at Target, get no gift. Damn sure not about to wrap nothing up. Your kid is finna get a cash out. If you ain't got that set up already, that you are behind, it is 2024. You need to set your kids up with their cash out so the childless aunties can slide them some money. I'ma only be at the birthday party 10, 15 minutes tops, and then I'm out of there. I am the childless auntie now. And because I'm the childless auntie at this age, it's like, wow, what do I do? Because so many people, I just had a friend, a couple friend that had twins the other day that I've known since I was 18 years old. So we're the same age and they had twins the other day. So I'm in a real awkward spot, you guys, because because why? I'm so happy that they had twins. This is their first kids. They've been kid free this whole time. And I'm going to give y'all another side of this too, of why sometimes my friends, they'll invite me places with kids and I'll be like, nah, not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Cause y'all motherfuckers ain't do that shit. When I was in my 20s, y'all left me. When I had a little baby, y'all left me. I couldn't go. Cause what I just say, if Trey can't go, Trey ain't gonna go. And if it's a place that my son can go, he would show up with me. And there would be people that would be like, dang, you probably, I did. I said I was coming, so my son is a part of me. But now that I am older, it's like, wow, like, I don't want to do none of that kid shit. Like, I don't, it's like a whole new perspective. I asked on Instagram, what do childless people even do on the weekend? Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, because I don't really want to spend money doing the whole Atlanta shit. Like, maybe I need to learn how to play golf, or maybe I need a hobby like that. Like, so when y'all see me taking golf lessons and tennis lessons, senior in high school though, y'all send June. I'm gonna put his cash app down here so that y'all can shoot him a couple dollars. He's doing great. His GPA is amazing. He's on track to go to college. He's gonna be mad that I called him by his nickname on this podcast. I don't care. And he's a great kid, man. I have to ground myself as a parent and remind myself that I did a great job. So that's your reminder, parents out there, to remind yourself, hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. My kid could be out here doing some bullshit, selling some water, or breaking in the cars. Actually, selling water ain't that bad, but some of them people that be selling water be kind of grown, or they be like almost 30. Like, bruh. New goals. Adulting is gaining and losing the same 15 pounds over and over again. Y'all have caught me on the other end of the 15 pounds. That is my goal, to lose this 15 pounds. What are your goals? I ate good all summer. So now it's time to work out a little harder. 30 days, this is day 4 of closing all 3 of my rings on my Apple Watch. So if you would like to join me, if you want to set a similar goal, let me know. But that is my personal goal. And 15 pounds, closing rings on my Apple Watch. You know, we're going to spread positivity here and talk about goals on this podcast, because life is too short to be sitting around stagnant, not getting shit done. We're going to set some goals. We're going to get the shit done. All right, so this is what I'm excited to talk to y'all about. I have a trip coming up. So we're going to talk about the 2 options. One is Sardinia, and the other is traveling the French Riviera, right? So that includes Saint-Tropez, Cannes, France, and Monaco. Can't do both. Sardinia is in Italy. You can, but it's going to be a hassle. And I already had my hassle trip in February. If you refer back to the podcast in February, we did a lot of ripping and running. I seen a meme the other day. Black people, what does ripping and running mean? And it said, what you not finna do in my house. But no, I did a lot of ripping and running in Europe in February, and I don't want to rip and run. I want to sit the fuck down. So, and it's a time and a place for everything. You can have a trip where you do a lot of moving and shaking, and then you can have a trip where you're relaxing. I like a mixture of both. So I'm going to post pictures of Sardinia, and then I'm going to put some French Riviera pictures also for your reference. Which one would you pick for September? And keep in mind for me, Sardinia it resembles the Caribbean for me, and I've been almost every Caribbean country. I have nothing against the Caribbean. I love it, but I'm not going to Europe to experience the Caribbean, right? I live in Atlanta. It's cheap flights going to the Caribbean all the time. It's not cheap flights going to Europe. I want to experience some European shit when I'm in Europe. That's just superficial and just looking at the pictures and what I think when I see those pictures, right? I actually don't have time to dig a little deeper and see what Sardinia has to offer. If anyone has been there, please let me know what Sardinia has to offer. Where else can you go? I sound like that girl. Where else could you go? Like, what else is there to do when you're in Sardinia other than be there and be around the crystal clear waters? It looks like Turks and Caicos, but Italian. Drink of the hour is water. So Sardinia versus the French Riviera, which one would you pick? I've always wanted to go to Saint Tropez. So I think I'm just stuck there. The girls that I'm traveling with, they want to do that, but they really want to go to Sardinia. And I'm kind of being a little bitch about it. So I mean, hopefully they don't kick me off the trip. I don't think they will because they still want to go to the French Riviera, but I'm like, I don't want to go there. Like it's beautiful, but I had Saint Tropez in mind. If you've been to either, let me know. If these are dream trips of yours, let me know. Give me any information if you've been there though. I really, really need y'all to tap in. Obviously, I'm going to record a podcast, whatever we do, and I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show everything. I'm going to show the hotel, the views, the vibes, all of that. So I have some listener submitted travel stories. I'm actually going to save those to the next episode. I'm on a time restriction right now. And I want to give y'all something to look forward to. But I could use maybe 2 or 3 more travel stories. So if you've been to Sardinia and you want to give me some information about that, I'll talk about that next week too. But if you have a travel story where you got flued out or where you just didn't like the place that you visited, you spent your hard-earned money on, the food was nasty, let me know. I got a very interesting topic submitted. Can a liar cheater be reformed? And it's kind of 2 questions. Can a known liar cheater be reformed? Can a girl that was a hoe be reformed? That was my immediate question to this individual. So my thought process, I'm a hopeless romantic. I think that anybody can be reformed. I think that sometimes we put a little bit too much emphasis on sexual history. Hear me out. We need to put as much emphasis on certain things, right? Like I need to know what's going on down there, right? As women, when you're in a relationship, we got to make appointments for our guys, have them get checked out. We got to urge them to, do certain things. But for instance, the older women, are you telling your man, like, go get your prostate checked. Like, that's something that needs to happen around a certain age. So I do think some things need to be discussed, but as far as like, I think some people really put too much heavy emphasis on that. I think that there are some reformed hoes out there that are great wives. I think that there are some unreformed hoes that are horrible wives. I think that it's about you getting to know that person, right? And we don't really put a lot of emphasis on men, and maybe women are starting to do that now, which is why the question was even asked. I think that people can have even different issues. They can have a very short sexual history, right? I don't have much to talk about in that department. And that can be appealing to guys. But at the same time, a guy date me, and on a random Tuesday, I could be upset with my mom. I can be down and out about my dad. I could be just solemn for no reason. I can't check on you because I'm dealing with family issues. So that is what I mean by we can't put too much emphasis on one thing. Like, are they a good person internally? Like, that's what we really need to be putting emphasis on. No one's perfect. So is that person's imperfection going to affect me? Do I need someone that checks on me every single day? If I do, Trey might not be the person today. But that reformed hoe over there, oh, she gonna check on me every day. And that's what I need. I'm just saying, I think that sometimes you try to force people into a box that you want them to be in, right? And the reformed hoe that you overlook, just that might be the girl for you. Might not be over here. And I'm okay with that because a lot of my energy and women like me, our energy doesn't go into sex. It goes into therapy. It goes into making a better person. And maybe that takes up a lot of our time. Going to the gym takes up a lot of my time. My maintenance, my nails. Like I said, I had to cut some stuff out because I was running late to places, and it's like, dang, I don't have time to date multiple people. And that could be alluring, and you don't know, damn, I don't want a girl to go to the gym all the time. I don't want a girl that does this. And you done wasted my time over here. I think there are more important questions, to sum it up, than someone's sexual history. I think that when a person wants to change, they're going to do that. Change, boom, they're a great person. So you focusing on this side of that change, you focusing on something that happened over here, you're going to miss out on a great individual. That's just my opinion. So I asked a few people their opinion. One person didn't even explain. She was just like, nah, she don't want no man that was a known liar and cheater. But everyone else that I asked about 10 people, they said yes. They gave different reasons why: prayer, therapy, and the willingness to change was the general answer. And these are from regular women. I ain't even asked my therapist yet. I am going to ask her so that we can see what, a licensed person has to say to that. But 90% of the people are forgiving. That's beautiful. Like, I love that in my text threads this morning. Like, 90% of the people that I asked are forgiving and willing to overlook an imperfection. Once again, I just want to place emphasis on people can have other imperfections. Don't focus on that. I think that's how people get unhappy, because it's people that's not willing to meet your basic needs because you were just focused on the superficial. She was pretty. He was handsome. He had money. But you didn't look into what he's a fucked up person internally. He got mommy issues. He got, he's a horrible dad. That's why I wore this shirt. Because I love hot dads. Is dating calming down? I wanted to segue into that because everybody's like in a relationship right now. Can we stop sharing the fucked up dating podcast now? Like, I think people are starting to become more forgiving. Like I just found out this morning. We're accepting that no one is perfect. Everyone has some sort of issue. And we're accepting that everyone has some sort of issue, and we're becoming more forgiving just as a group, as a whole. Like I'm noticing everyone is in some sort of situation, whatever you want to call it. Why don't people give out titles anymore? Like it's 2024 and it's unpopular to give out titles. Like we'd be like, I'm talking to this person, or I'm dealing with this person. I'm in a situationship, or like, is that your boyfriend, or like what? Child. So my last thing, I want to do something amazing. I am going to turn 40 in 6 months. And I want some submitted ideas, whether it's a party, whether it's a party in the Caribbean, whether it's a trip with a party, whether it's a solo trip. What do you think that Miss Picture Me Living should do? Miss Y'all need to be traveling. Miss I'm always outside traveling. What should I do for such a big milestone? I was gonna say kid free, but should I take my son? Like, I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? Thank y'all for listening. Gonna go to brunch. I'll see y'all next time.